we go.
Good day, everybody. So good to be with you. It's Terry Lee Harrison from Team Referral Network Virtual Chapters coming to you live from Singapore. And today we have an extraordinary guest who is no stranger to live streaming if you know her page. So she is out of the greater Vancouver area. Will help me welcome Kimberly Dae, everybody.
Oh my God, thanks for having me, Terry Lee. I can't believe that we're in an environment right now where I can be in Vancouver and you can be in Singapore and we can be live online together. That's so crazy.
It is so awesome. So, hey, the noise just quit, right? The noise quit?
Yeah. We have every 7 p.m. here in Vancouver. Every 7 p.m. here in Vancouver, they do a healthcare worker salute. So everybody goes out on their balconies with pots and pans and bells and whistles, and they hoot and holler and scream and cheer and whistle, and it's a pretty awesome thing. But I know that we wanted to go live at 7, and it's like super noisy right here for the first 2 minutes after 7. So.
No, you know when you said we could take a minute, but I think that it is, how beautiful is that the community, that the city owners, the healthcare workers every day, because they're out there working so hard right now and just in that gap in where they need to be. So we want to just honor them too. So thank you for that. That is amazing. So for my audience, I am so excited to introduce you to my new friend, Kim Dae. Kim is a marketing specialist, and I'm going to share a little bit more about her. So she helps entrepreneurs get more clients and make more money by publishing a book and using it to grow their business. So anybody who knows me knows how important I think that is. So having Kim Dae come into my life at a time when I can introduce her to all the entrepreneurs that I know is just a huge thing. So I'm so glad that you're here in my life and be able to be part of our upcoming summit.
I am so grateful and thankful to have the opportunity to do that. I mean, you also are, in that same space. So you know how important it is to be able to get your message out in a really impactful way. And isn't it ironic that the whole name of the summit here is increase your influence and increase your impact? And what a timely, this topic matter can't be more timely for right now, for sure.
I so agree with you on that. And especially because if we aren't doing things online, even like what we're doing right now, where are people going to find us? Where are they going to meet us? How are we going to help people? And there's so many people, whether in my case, like that really need to look at how do I network online now to get my message out? Or how about all the people that are like, I think I should get that book going for my business. I need to get that out there. And what if we were sitting back doing nothing right now?
Yeah. And I think kind of like it might be a cliche word of the day, but that whole idea of how do you pivot in a time like this, it really is important because, people are used to going to live events and now they're doing them online and virtually. And when people think of a book, they think of a physical thing, but you can use a book online as well to influence and draw traffic towards your program and your product and your offering. And, entrepreneurs, I feel, are they're the lifeblood of the economy, and we are paid to solve problems. And really, do you think right now there are more or are there less problems in the world?
That's a great question. No, I'm just kidding. Wow, there's so many, right? Yeah. And so here we are, and many of us have solutions, and we need to show up. And that's kind of what the summit's about.
Yeah.
So as I'm getting to know you better and enjoying just your enthusiasm and positivity as a business person, I know that there's so much value that you bring to the business people out there. So I want to invite you, just so people can get to know you better. Do you have in your quiver, and maybe it's written out, maybe it's just in your head, but what are some of the top tips that you love to share with business owners, just so that we can get to know you better right now?
Well, that's a great question because, I have so many tips. I don't know if I could narrow them down to 3, but as a marketing specialist, I think one of the most important things, whether you're going to write a book, whether you're going to use networking as a tool, whether you're going to use video or email or whatever tactic you decide to use in your marketing plan to get your message out with bigger influence and bigger impact, the key, I think, is understanding who you're talking to. What is that problem that you solve for somebody? Who is that person that you want to talk to? Because if you don't know who you're talking to, you can't clarify that message. And I think that's probably where I start with all of my entrepreneurs, because it's something that people don't think about. And again, I'm like the queen of cliches, so I'll throw another one out here for you. But that whole idea of the riches are in the niches is so true, and it's not more true now. You really need to know who you're talking to, who you help, who you serve. And if you can clarify that to yourself, then you can clarify your marketing message, and you can speak to so many more people and affect so many more lives, and get your message out and create a bigger impact in the world.
Oh my gosh, that is so great. Listen, if you had a top tip, if there's people sitting home, right, and they're like me, they're itching to get out, right? Are you itching to get out? Can you get out in Vancouver yet?
We are kind of slightly out. We're definitely out and about. That's a very Canadian thing to say. We are out and about in the parks and in the by the beaches, and none of that was really closed for us. The shopping malls and the supermarkets and the restaurants and the bars and the gyms are all still they're trying to phase back in right now. But definitely, people are itching to get back outside. And I mean, I'm sitting here touching my glasses as they keep sliding off my nose because it was a really warm day here. So I'm like a little bit sweaty. Sorry about that. But yeah, and people are still getting out, and I think entrepreneurs, especially, we have this resiliency that we're gonna bounce back. And I love that this summit is happening right now, because it's really going to teach with all of the different speakers how people can do that, and how they can pivot, and how they can grow, and how they can really launch out of this pandemic doing amazing things for other people and for their own business.
So I was just thinking about, that's so good, because I was thinking about the people who have been home, and maybe they're out and about a little bit, but I don't think anybody's totally out yet.
Right.
Maybe Australia's doing pretty darn good, but that's beside the point. Yeah, actually, I've started to see some of my Australian friends, when they pop on screen for a meeting, they're in their office. I'm like, hey, that's cool. Yeah, I know. But what about the people who've been like, hey, I want to write a book? Like, if you had a top tip to give them, aside of anything we're going to talk about at the summit, but just your first tip is about the niches. What about the people that are like, I'd like to dive in and get my book done? What would you say to them?
I mean, the number one thing is just get started. If you're already an expert in your niche or in your genre, or you're a service provider, a coach, a consultant, and you're already working in your space, and then you likely have almost all of the information you need to put a book together sitting in your laptop. So it's something I'm going to talk to people about at the summit, which is the three biggest challenges that I come up against when I'm talking to people. Is that people think writing a book is really hard. People think writing a book is going to take a lot of time, and people think writing a book is going to take a lot of resources. And so I'm going to talk at the summit about those three big myth busters, that it actually, in my opinion, a book is the fastest, easiest, and most cost-effective asset you will ever build for your business, that will attract a stream of clients into you like a magnet. So it's something everybody needs. You got to get started somewhere. So why not get started now while you're kind of still trapped inside, when you can, write a few pages a day?
I think that's so powerful, isn't it? And if you think about, I've had times when I was putting together a book, and I would release a LinkedIn article every day. And so I type a little bit every day, release an article, but be compiling that, right? And nobody ever knows per se that the stuff that you did months ago ended up being your book, right? Correct. But it's about the consistency, and it's about the action, right? But you're so right about getting started. And then you, my friend, I bet that you have a tip that you could dig up just about being active in groups, being online. How about the concept of even going live like this? Just what would be another thing you would say just to business owners that's one of the things that is totally you?
Well, I think rising above the noise and creating a place of visibility. A book does that, right? A book helps you open doors to speaking opportunities. Like, we're here sitting here speaking. The book didn't open the door to the speaking opportunity for me with you because I met you through some other people. But really, a book does help you do that. It helps you open doors to people that don't know you and don't necessarily understand that you're an expert. Your book is an instant credibility piece. It positions you as an expert and a thought leader in your space. And again, when you're looking for places to speak and people that host opportunities to speak, like I host a show every Tuesday. I'm always looking for content. So there are platforms everywhere, and they are looking for content experts just like you if you're watching this right now. So one of the best ways to position yourself as an expert and get speaking opportunities is to write a book, I think. And but even if you don't have a book yet, get out there, get visible, get online, join networking groups. Anytime somebody offers you that opportunity to speak, say yes, step outside of your comfort zone. And especially in times where, like it is right now, where there's so much negativity still. As an entrepreneur with a message to share, you can rise above the noise with that voice of positivity and really make a difference in other people's lives right now.
Yes, we can. I almost consider it my, how do I want to say, not my responsibility, but kind of like it's like I'm going to show up for those who aren't sure they can show up today. But I'm going to show up. Yes.
Yeah. If you have a message, I think you're absolutely, if you have a positive message to share, you need to do that. You have a God-given right to be able to get out there and affect the world in a positive way, because so many people are not doing that right now. So rise above.
I think that's so great. Yeah. So everybody, we want to talk to you about this summit. We're very excited.
Yeah.
Okay. So it happens this next week. All right. And you can get more information. Head to vteamsummit.com. It's June 4th, 5, and 6. And we would love it if you could attend live if you can. And if you can't, you can grab the replay links. But it's a free ticket. And you are just going to be so delighted at what you're going to learn, who you're going to hear from, wonderful people like Kim Dae. And we're going to kick off every day at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern with an awesome global networking event. So you're going to come in and meet like-minded people, and we're going to do amazing networking. Then every day we will hear from 3 speakers, some aspect of increasing your influence, increasing your impact. And so whether that is working on your winning mindset, whether that is your social media, maybe that's a podcast, maybe it's the book, maybe it's your follow-up, right? But there are so many different things that may appeal to different people, and we want to just give our expertise and share of our time. Yeah. Kim is here to share her awesome expertise with you, and give back. Like we said, we want to show up for those who are ready and excited. So this is the information. We invite you to click on VTeam Summit today to grab your ticket so you can be in the know. And
I'm going to have a really special gift for everybody who shows up to my talk on the 6th. So definitely do not want to miss it. And if you do miss it, you better catch the replay.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know you had a gift. That is so exciting. That is so exciting. It's like Christmas. Oh, someone said great. Great. I know. We're so excited. It'll be like, we're going to say it's like Christmas in June.
I know. Amazing, right?
Deal. So if people loved you today, if this is your first time that we are going live together, and I don't think it's going to be the last, I would love to go live with you much more. But if people like you, my friend, and they want to connect with you, what website can they go to so they can find you before the summit?
They can find me at Kim, of course. My name's Kim. I was giving you my email, but KimberlyDae.com is my website. And you can also find me on all social media platforms at The Real Kim Dae. We'll catch you on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter.
Sweet. All right. Well, it's been my delight to chat with you, and I look forward to chatting with you again soon. I want to wish everyone a great day, a great evening, and we will see you here again very soon. Everyone, take care. Thank you, Kim.
Thanks, Terry Lee, for having me.